Hi everyone, Michael Cavacini. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Today we're going to take a look at Gears of War Retrospective, the first 10 years. So this is a beautiful hardback book celebrating the first 10 years of Gears of War, and check out that cover. That's awesome. The detail, it's got kind of like a little cool finish to it. I mean, I've never seen anything like this on a book. It's really neat. So check out the back. This is the first 10 years. With its acclaimed gameplay, intense characters, and visceral action, the Gears of War franchise has helped define the modern shooter genre. Written by Arthur Gies, co-founder of Polygon, Gears of War Retrospective is a detailed look back on the entire Gears franchise from the first game's initial development as an Xbox 360 title all the way up to the series' upcoming entry, Gears 5. Learn the history of Gears through the words of its developers, designers, and artists, accompanied by key visuals, photography, concept art, and more. With over 450 images from the Xbox and Gears franchise archives, this is one of the most comprehensive books of its kind ever made. Yeah, so the full price of this book is $50. It came out in 2019, but you can save some money by buying it on Amazon, and I'm going to include a link to this book in the description below. So click down there to buy yourself a copy of Gears of War Retrospective, the first 10 years. I've actually been playing the Gears of War games again. I got an Xbox Series X, so I've been revisiting them and also trying them out for the first time. The only one I ever owned back in the day was the original Gears. So right now I'm making my way through Gears 2. Alrighty, so let's take a look at what's inside this big, beautiful book. Now let's take a look at the table of contents. So Gears of War. Interesting. Wow, the first Gears of War gets a ton of attention. It goes from almost the first 100 pages is Gears of War, the first game. Fantastic. Then Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3, Gears of War Judgment, Ultimate Edition, Gears of War 4, Gears 5, and Gears Plus. So you can see it's 254 pages. Gears of War Emergence Day. The first Gears of War, I remember it coming out. It was a pretty spectacular game. Visually, it was striking. The idea of just being part of like this squad was unique. And yeah, it was just a different game. It was very gritty. The fact that you could like curb stomp people, I mean, it was just crazy. And it was Microsoft's, to my recollection, the first time outside of Halo that they're really investing in unique IP that was an Xbox exclusive. And it worked because Gears of War was very, very popular. It also took that whole multiplayer aspect to another level. Of course, Halo was known for local multiplayer, and then I think it was with Halo 2. The online multiplayer just went to a whole different level. But Gears of War embraced that spirit of wanting to just have a fun multiplayer experience. But what I really enjoyed about Gears of War, the first game, was it was the first game ever that I played that had the ability for co-op for the campaign, where you could play with someone either locally or online to advance through the campaign. I thought that was just a fascinating opportunity, and not something that was available in other games. All this artwork and logos. I mean, look at this. Pretty cool stuff. What they were considering. Man, that looks pretty generic. I'm glad they went with what they went with. But that kind of stuff is just great, right? You can kind of see the creative process and how we arrived where we arrived. And you can see there's a ton of content here. Visually, there's a lot to read. And here we are, co-op, exactly what I was talking about. So yeah, it wasn't the first game to offer that feature, but I think it was the first game, on a really big scale to achieve it or present it in a way that was just seamless. Because, I mean, if you got stuck in a level in Gears of War, it was great to know that, hey, someone could help me get through this. I'm not just stuck and I don't have to just quit and never play this game again. Marcus Phoenix, Dom, Cole, Baird, Anya. Oh yeah, I remember that. You could have like a console that had like a Gears of War skin on it. That was pretty cool, man. Concept art. Yeah, I mean, if you really want to know what it was like creating these games, this book is for you. Gears of War 2. So this is the one that I'm currently playing. Gears of War 2, it's my first time playing it, and it's pretty damn impressive. You know, from the worm, the city collapsing, and all sorts of stuff. It's just a bigger, badder game, and I mean badder in a good way. I've heard that the original trilogy is the best. I did actually play Gears of War Ultimate Edition, so within the past 12 months, I've played and beat Gears of War Ultimate and the original on the Xbox Series X. Gears of War 3. These games aren't just mindless shooters, right? There is definitely a story to them. Fans connect with the characters, really appreciate them. There are novels. I just recently finished the first novel, Gears of War, Asphalt Fields. Check out my review of that at michaelcavacini.com. But there's the comic books. I mean, it's a deep, deep universe and world, you know? See fans do cosplay. Right, and then Epic's Last Gears. Concept art. Gears 3. And then Gears of War Judgment. I have this. I've not played it. I'm just going in order. Although, like I said, I did play Gears of War Ultimate Edition, so I thought it was great. But even if you play the original Gears of War on Xbox Series X, they did upgrade the graphics and the frame rate. I think it's 60 frames per second, so it's pretty spectacular either way. Gears of War 4. A new saga begins. So this game came out in 2016. Rebuilding Gears. Old Man Marcus. I thought that's what that said. Gears of War 5. I did actually play a little bit of this. Because when I first got the Xbox Series X, I wanted to play a co-op game online with my cousin. So Gears 5 is actually what we played, and it looked gorgeous. It was just a fun time. So I do look forward to diving into that properly in the months to come. This is all about the hardware and limited editions, whether it be controllers, consoles, or, you know, collectibles. A Gears wedding. How about that? tribute art. Beautiful artwork. And that is it. So 255 pages. 256 if you count the credits. It's 256 pages of all things Gears of War. Pretty cool book. I mean, there's a lot to dive into there. Like I said, from the concept art to the interviews with people who worked on the games, just the history of the games. I mean, the first game alone takes up like 100 pages from concept to completion. It's just an incredible testament to the first 10 years of Gears of War. And they announced about Gears of War 6. Who knows when it's actually coming, but hopefully sometime within the next year or two. And they have the Gears of War TV series and movie connected to Netflix that they just announced this past year. So Gears of War is alive and well, and the future seems promising. And if you want to look back on the first 10 years, this is a great way to do it. So make sure to click that link down below to buy yourself a copy of Gears of War Retrospective, first 10 years. Make sure to like this video, like this video, subscribe to my channel, visit me, michaelcavacini.com for more great content. And thanks so much for tuning in. Which game is your favorite Gears of War game? Comment down below and let me know. And what are you hoping that they put in Gears of War 6? Feel free to share your thoughts. I look forward to it. Have a great day. Bye.